So there's kind of something that I'm rather confused about. Um, it may or may not have to do with the fact that I haven't really been uh doing YouTube a lot, or perhaps the fact that I'm not as caught up with the current YouTube situation as it probably is right now. Of course, there's the, you know, usual things I hear from time to time. Like, there's Adpocalypse. That was the thing that happened. It kind of removed, like, I guess, videos were not getting ads or anything. People who were, like, advertisers were pulling from YouTube because of a problem that has arisen in a video. Um, Primarily the strange and disgusting pedophilic nature of some of the comments were. And then of course there was Kappa. Then there's the ever abundant copyright problem that is affecting a whole bunch of YouTubers. And I've been hit with claims before. Some of them were actually kind of valid. I'll admit that. Like for example, the Bakugan video. I When the game started, they played the introduction, the opening like monologue Dan has, talking about how the whole world changed when cards started raining from the sky and the kids made the game themselves. That was claimed by Nelvana, who are the people that made the Bakugan series, and they just claimed that portion of the video. I guess kind of a recent example was "I Expect You to Die," which was just a tiny, tiny cut of it. I think it was like 30 seconds. I think I cut it to solve that problem. But they were hit with claims, and the Nelvana one was perfectly fine. But I have had claims like one of my Spider-Man PS4 playthrough, not the remaster I'm playing, but like an older YouTube live stream I did of the game. It got copyright claimed by some random YouTuber. I think I um submitted for manual review or something, and um it was cleared. But I just recently learned about this thing that YouTube decided to do, and it puzzles me. And it's a little window that flashed up on screen when I opened up the YouTube website, and it said, "We have found your content to have violated child safety policies." Um, and I'm like, "I'm sorry." Um, which video would that be? Well, it wasn't a video. It turns out that YouTube had looked at a playlist. Oh, I've seen a playlist that I had up, which I made all the way back when I was in high school. I think maybe 2017 or 2018. And they had just now, as of recording this, on October. Let's see, they sent this email. According to the Gmail, it was an hour ago. Um, but they sent me an email and they flashed it on screen saying that we've taken down this playlist you have. And the playlist that I have, well, that I had now, they've just basically taken it all down, was a playlist that was called YouTube Recommended to Me. Now, the whole story behind that was this was, I think, back when, we've been hearing news of how YouTube wants to make the site advertiser friendly, but they were still recommending some weird videos. One of the videos that I kind of um, that I added into that playlist was of the Animatrix opening, where a lot of the robots are just being beaten down and kind of exposed and all that stuff. That was a video YouTube recommended to me, and I even commented on that video saying, actually, hold on, I'm gonna pull it up real quick. The Million Machine Mark. That was the video. That was one of the videos in that playlist. A video made by From Films called The Million Machine March. And my comment on that video, okay, it was from 4 years ago, says, YouTube, we want to be family friendly for advertisers. And it proceeds to put the video in my recommendations. 2,000 likes. So a lot of people kind of agree with that. And so uh, you can find it yourself. I'll probably put a link in the description. But that was one of the videos. And that kind of sparked that whole playlist. And from then on, there were dozens of other videos that were added along the way. You know, some weird videos that YouTube will recommend to me. It had gotten to a point where there were 2,300 videos on that playlist. And YouTube sends me an email and it just says, "Our team has reviewed your content and unfortunately we think it violates our child safety policy." Now, they had me like take a test to say, "Oh yeah, I understand," and the warning will be there until January 1st of next year. I don't know if this is a thing that they're starting to move out now, or if this is just something that has been a thing and YouTube is either late to the party or they're just now cracking down on it. Whichever the reason is, here's what confuses me the most. They are saying that, and I'm gonna read this again. I want to see if you guys kind of notice this. Our team has reviewed your content, and unfortunately, we think it violates our child safety policy. Our team has reviewed your content, and it kind of baffles me that they're claiming it's my content. I guess making a playlist means it's your content, but if the content that's in that playlist is not even yours, all of the videos were not mine. They were not videos I made. I just gave an example. The Million Machine March was made by From Films. And there were a lot of others. There was one from Twisted Grim, where it was Tana Bandicoot. That was one of the first videos as well. And it kept going down and down, and there were more content creators like Red Moa and Derpixen. A lot of them. Some of their videos have popped up because it was videos that YouTube recommended to me. And if you know these content creators, you know what they're more famous for. So it was just so jarring that YouTube kind of recommends that to me. And then on top of other videos that they've also recommended, the playlist just kept piling up and up and up. Here is where it gets. Here's another thing that I thought about, which is kind of a problem. Say that you make a playlist, and it could be of some of the funniest videos that you've seen before. Maybe you made your own favorite playlist, where it's um, like you love this video so much and you add it to your favorites. Or perhaps you want it as a separate watch later. Maybe it's from a show you haven't watched yet. Or maybe it's a series of YouTube indie shorts that you want to watch or maybe listen to all in one row without having to manually find it next. Or something like that. If you make a playlist and if one of those videos among a mass of others is suddenly violating the policy, then you get the uh you basically get the warnings and such. And you can file for an appeal. You can try to have your playlist appealed. But if it doesn't go through, they will strike your channel. All because you made a playlist and maybe one of those videos violates that policy. So, if that's the case, how many other content creators or how many other just simple YouTubers or maybe just people who want to watch videos, how many of those people are going to get those strikes because of a video they added to a playlist that and it's a video they never made? Then yet they're put on blast and they're basically YouTube is pointing the fingers like your content is breaking this policy. It doesn't make any sense. And what I figured when I see something like this is like, okay, well, I guess it was probably a video or something that has been broken down. Perhaps they'll just delete it, because when I've looked at this playlist before, there have been, deleted videos. They basically is basically like a little, like a place where the video was, and it'll say something like deleted video and all that stuff. If that is possible in the playlist, why doesn't YouTube just take the content down on the main channel that content is from, and just basically, like, you know give a heads up to the person making the playlist? It's like, hey, there was a video in your playlist. It was recently deemed, um it recently had violated our policy. Please be aware of what you're adding to this, or something along that line, or just something like, we went ahead and we removed this video from your playlist to make the site as safe as possible. And it just baffles me. Maybe it's something that I don't know about. Maybe it's something that I'm not so that I'm just so I'm maybe it's something I don't know yet. Maybe it's something I don't realize. Maybe it's some piece of information that I had not known about. And they just give you a community guideline strike. Again, this is a warning, so you know um basically they just basically removes it, and you have to take a policy training, which is like 7 questions. And I can't look at the videos, and they won't tell me what videos are this problematic one. If they had alerted me and be like, hey, we found this video, it's on your playlist, could you, just quickly take that off, make this place safe, or just take the video down overall? Why this whole thing of giving me the guideline strike for a video in a playlist when that video was not made by me? I don't know. I don't know. So my question is this just something that I never knew about? Is this some piece of information that, that has been readily available and I had not seen? Is that the case? Please let me know in the comments. Share this video around as well if you think that a lot of people are also experiencing this problem. Just something. I I'm so I'm so confused by all of this. And what gets me the most is YouTube saying that it's my content. That's the thing that kind of gets to me. They're saying it's my content when I just made a playlist and added a video. If that is counting as someone else's content, then that's some other problem. So yeah. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you all later. Bye bye.